H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Chop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Monday morning. It's the happy holidays to everybody. It's just great Monday. I want to hear about your weekend. Who did something exciting over the weekend? Did you see something? I didn't go to too many basketball games. Hold on, let me get my seat right here. I didn't go to too many basketball games this weekend. What happened over the weekend? Got a lot of other stuff I did over the weekend, but didn't go to see any high school basketball this weekend. So let me know what went on. Tell me something that went on out there. Let me see. Let me shout out to my starting five first. Let me get him their due. Starting five, the first five people who signed onto the Chop Chop feed via Facebook Live or YouTube Live. And we got Alex Sestero, Chris Charles, Michael Jackson, Kim Jackson. Michael Jordan, Kim Jackson, and let's see, Corey Willis. And the sixth man of the day is Businessman. Man named Businessman. You already know when you talk to him. You can't speak to him. When you speak to him, what's up, man? It's just all business. It's all business. I ain't got time. It's all business. Businessman. When a man with a name like that, he's all business all the time. My sixth lady of the day is Dale Griggs. Hey, Jessica Brooks, I see you. Hey, B. Scott, I see you. B. Scott, what you been doing? B. Scott, I see you ain't text or call me. Something going on over there. I'll let you clear it up with me. I've been, you know how you hear stuff out there. What's up, Rod Wills? What's up, Kyle Cole? What's going on? Who else we got? He said Robert had a starting 5 and 6 man. Beam me up. Businessman in the house. Got Melvin Dude. Melvin Dude, what you see up there this weekend? What you see this weekend, Melvin Dude? You always got something to say. Rick Brown. How about them Cowboys? You see, I ain't got that mess on my screen. Dale, I'm sorry, Dale. I finally got myself back to a good place. Dale Griggs and Chris Walker can't. Congratulations to North Shore. Thank you. Congratulations to North Shore. Houston, stand up. They won one of the divisions of the Class 6A football championship. They beat Duncanville. Great. Proud of those guys. What else we got? Let me see. All I've seen this weekend is Darren Williams beat D-Will beat Frank Gore in the ring. I don't pay for that kind of stuff. I don't watch that kind of stuff. Chris Charles, did anybody pay for that fight? Did anybody else pay for that other than Chris Charles? I just want to know business. Let's see. B. Scott, Michael Jack, get it right. Mike, yeah, I got you. My bad, Mike. What's up, Alfio? Alfio, congratulations to your daughter. Got a double degree out there. I think she at Grambling. I think I read right. Shout out to her. Let's see what else we got out there. What's up there? I'm just checking. Congratulations to South Oak Cliff. Thank you. South Oak Cliff and North Shore. Thank you, Daryl Barnes. What's up there, Scholar Athletes in the building? I saw Jackson State take that way, but I think it's I think it helps. Oh man, great. The Celebration Bowl this weekend was unbelievable, man. I know we talking about Jackson State got a whooping, but let me tell you something, man. That was a heck of a situation that happened this weekend at the Celebration Bowl. It was sold out. If y'all get a chance, do me a favor. Go and find some of the press conference before the game with Buddy Pugh. Happened to be the coach, head coach of South Carolina State. Check out some of his. I don't want to play them because y'all, since we've been I can't play certain stuff. I just don't want to go through the process of taking it out. So some things I'm just not playing. because you have to, you have to take it out because somebody else's stuff. But Buddy Pugh, look him up. It was great, great, great. Uh, a great interview of him. I fell in love with him. I knew he had something on his sleeve. I didn't know he had this on his sleeve. Hey y'all, these coaches in the HBCUs can coach, man. Don't think you just gonna show up in the players and just gonna show up and beat these guys. These guys can coach. But I wanted to share some with y'all. Thank y'all. Faith Family knocked off nationally ranked Coronado in Vegas. Thank you, Tyrone. Who's PV considering for the head coach? I have no idea. I'd have no inkling who Prairie View, but don't they need to hurry up and hire the coach? Shouldn't they have already, because they knew this guy was gonna leave? They should have, I don't know. Well, my Prairie View folks, sound out Prairie View folks. But I wanted to share something with y'all, man. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I saw something. Shout out to the Baylor Bears. Shout out to Tiger and Charlie. The Baylor Bears won again this. I won't say they got out coached. I think the players got outplayed. Because the players were there. They never fooled the Jackson State staff. The players knew exactly what was going on. And these players I think Jackson State was a little bit alpha yo, to me, was a little bit thinking they going to run ahead. He looked at those guys' record, because these guys had the record that's not so good. And I just think they went in there, overconfident. The players did. But shout out to Tiger Woods and Charlie. Tiger, the first time back, playing at the PNC this weekend, him and his son. They got second place behind John Daly and his son. Shout out to Baylor Bears for still being the number one team in the country. Had a scare out there at Oregon. In Oregon had Jacob Young playing on the Oregon team, and Davion Harmon, who played for Oklahoma. Y'all ask me a question. Y'all got to answer a question for me. What's up, Walter Yates? Welcome back, baby. Walter Yates, ask me a question. All you basketball people, where my basketball people? Share the show right quick. I know I'm trying to get in the Christmas mood. Kevin Sumlin, okay. Well, make it happen, Corey Willis. Make it happen. Do you think Kansas did the same thing against SFA? I don't know, Ricky Scott, because I didn't see the Kansas and I happened to watch this game. I didn't see the Kansas SFA game. I did not see it. I hope you're talking about you're talking about basketball. I didn't see that one, but somebody, Sandra posted some. Jimmy White posted some the other day, and I just look around and stuff, but it made so much sense to me, and I want to share this with y'all, and maybe somebody out here need to hear it. He said, you gotta hang around winners. So when your wins, so your wins won't sound like bragging. You gotta hang around winners, so your wins won't sound like bragging. So a lot of great things happening to people in our community, even people in my community, in my sphere of influence, in my household. So a lot of great things happening. Sometimes you don't even like to share them because it sounds like you're bragging. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start on this show. Everybody got to, and over the last 6 years, we try to elevate everybody into a better plateau. So when other people, and that's why I always praise and I always heap praise on other people. All the time, because guess what? Rashard Lewis Academy is in the building. Guess what? Something gonna happen for Ricky Scott one day, and y'all, we got to cheer for Ricky Scott. Something astronomical gonna happen for Michael Jordan one day, and we got to cheer for Michael. So I mean, so we got when she shared that with when she posted that, I thought about it, and it just said, hang around. Let me see. You gotta hang around winners, so your wins don't sound like bragging. And I hope people got that, because we got too many people in this community. When somebody else talk about their achievement and something happened for somebody else, people got these slick little remarks that they always want to share. That's why I'm so proud of Chris Walker. So proud of him. And I'm watching people heap praise on this guy. And Chris even came on and get a testimony that say he wasn't always right. He used to have a hater spirit in him. And he said he had to get over that stuff. Anything, something happened to anybody else, and he had to get over it. But y'all, I was watching that game this weekend in the Celebration Bowl. Y'all got to remember, usually at Celebration Bowl, you can go at halftime and get a ticket and probably sneak in the game sometime in the past. Okay? Just keeping it real. They sold out this place this weekend. This was a great, let me tell you something. It was a great atmosphere. I know Michael gonna tell me, I sure hope that young phenom wide receiver from Jackson doesn't enter the portal and jump ship. Why? Why you don't want him to jump ship? Everybody else jumping ship. Michael Jordan. Yo, I'm gonna put this on the screen. Think about what this guy said. Think about this. Think about this. Think about what he said. Just think about that. I got a topic on my topic. Just think about this. But guess what? That's his option if that's what he wanted to do, Michael Jordan. The coaches hop and go anywhere they want to, anytime they want to, when they have a little success. Why? I sure hope the young wide receiver from Jackson State. I'm just, why you hope the player from everybody else doing it? The transfer portal is there for the players. What if the player don't like something about South Carolina State? Y'all see what I'm talking about? What's up, Marcus? Carroll. See, think about it. Marcus Carroll said, "What's up, family? I'm on this plane to fly to Puerto Rico. Go do your thing, bro. I hope you gonna spend Puerto Rico, Christmas in Puerto Rico." Shout out to Marcus Carroll. Shout out to him, y'all. But I'm trying to find something because I want to share with y'all. I'm just thinking about something, man. And I'm trying to see where I want to start with it. When I thought about this weekend, it's just so much stuff. I'm just trying to I was thinking about, hey, Ken Gamble, what's going on? And Ken Gamble, thank you again for keeping us informed on what the kids in college are doing. And you post. I don't know how periodically you do it, but you post the scores and what they did. You talking about Houston, what Houston players did in the night, and every time I see it, I try to like it so people can see it on my page. But I was just thinking about some the other night when I was watching the Celebration Bowl, and then I watched these other bowl games because there's a lot of other bowl games going on now, right? Y'all walk with me. Y'all chime in. And no answer is the wrong answer. I'm just trying. Yeah, we already talked about North Shore, and we talked about who else? What's the other team we talked about? North Shore and other two. We talked about South Oak Cliff, but I know you just saying about the Houston team, but. Y'all follow me on this one. Y'all might need to share the show on this. I was thinking about the FCS, okay? Thinking about the Deion Sanders stuff over the weekend. Yeah, Katie Paytow. Thank you, Michael Jordan. Shout out to Katie Paytow. Pay, Pato. That's right. Pato. I keep saying Pato. They showed it. I mean, say it. But I want to share something with y'all. The FCS, okay, Football College Series. The 1AA, they call it 1AA, the football subdivision. Hey, Naisha, this what the FCS is. That it's the lower board. They used to call it the 1AA. It's a football subdivision, not the power division. Everybody be, the Alabamas, right? In other words, we got that division, and then we got the plantation level football. Okay, somebody was explaining this to me. I'm just finna share this to you. Westfield and Nimitz at halftime. I don't know what's going on. Yes, Chris McDermott. Shout out to Chris McDermott. Yeah, against Yates. Shout out to them. Thank you. Put all that up on the screen. Good job. These are led by the HWCUs, historically white college and university. I'm talking about the plantation level football. Y'all follow me? They fought their hardest to keep blacks out of their schools. First, by state law and segregation. Y'all follow me here now? Which is the reason why some black colleges and universities in the South that are public even exist now, because these colleges wouldn't let us in. Okay. And that was a moral land grant act that you ain't letting them in your college. We got to build a college for them back in those days. No public HBCU in the South ever discriminated against a white student. They never said white people can't come. White people didn't go to Tennessee State and go to Florida A&M, didn't go to Grambling because the law barred it. The law told them they couldn't come. We never shut nobody out. And after desegregation, ladies and gentlemen, after firebombs at the University of Mississippi, after governors like George, what's his name, Wallace, at the door of the Alabama University, saying segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever. I remember that, y'all. When I'm watching these bowl games, and when I'm watching the Celebration Bowl, and when I'm watching these bowl games, when I'm watching Alabama, when I'm watching the national championship about to come up, when I'm watching all of this stuff happening, it make me think. Follow me, Daryl Anderson. At the University of Georgia, where they had to kick the door in. Vernon Jordan. If you remember Vernon Jordan and them lawyers, they were led by Don Hollowell. Vernon was just fresh out of law school. And our great sister, Charmaine, y'all got to look her up, Charmaine Hunter Galt, writes about it. Her and Hamilton Holmes, they was the first students to be on those campuses. Can you imagine that? Arthurine Lucy at the University of Alabama. Even some of the graduate students that kicked in the door. But when it came clear, ladies and gentlemen, the integration was inevitable, the plantation universities figured out a way that they can profit. Once it was over, they figured out a way that the social structure can profit. There's been a couple of books written about it. Check it out. Remember the story? I think we've told this story before, how the University of Southern California, which figured out how to use black labor before the Southern schools. Also, the northern schools, particularly in the Midwest, like the Ohio States and the Michigans. Even the East Coast teams like Syracuse with Jim Brown. They figured out, check this out, how to use black labor for their profit in their plantation arrangements. Okay? Just follow me. Follow me. In the South, Bear Bryant, coming from Texas A&M and then Alabama, figured out after Southern California ran all over him in the 70s with Sam Bam Cunningham, the brother of Randall Cunningham, older brother of Randall Cunningham. Y'all check this out now. Check this out. You know I'm going somewhere. When they brought those black tailbacks to Birmingham to beat them, and he had a statement attested to Bear Bryant was I got to get me one of them. First of all, I don't want none of them in my school, but I get beat by Southern Cal. I got to get me one of them. One of them. Okay? And now, of course, the Crimson Tide is black, not red. It's black. As are the Georgia Bulldogs. As are the orange wearing volunteer fans of Tennessee. What's up, Thaddeus Moody? And check this out. And the slave economic concerns. Some of y'all called it the SEC, the Southeastern Conference. They comprise of what they call the power conferences. The Power Five. Clemson University. Did y'all know Clemson University was an old plantation converted into a university where blacks run up and down the field for profit? Hey, Miss Mixon. Thank you, Miss Mixon. Mixon. I got more. Taiwan Mixon, I'm sorry. I got more. The subdivisions, y'all. That is where all the HBCUs are. The FC, what you call it, the FCS. The subdivisions. These are the ranks where the HBCUs are. They are considered power conferences. Because the black bodies that used to run up and down Florida A&M, Tennessee State, and Grambling, and Southern, and Texas Southern, these bodies now run up and down the field for Texas, University of Texas, University of Alabama, and the University of Florida, and the University of South Carolina, and for Clemson. As a footnote, it's a footnote to that. Professional football, y'all, was integrated in the beginning. In the beginning. Look up Fritz Pollard, one of the early black stars in football. And then it became segregated. Blacks could play at first. Baseball too. And then all of a sudden they just said, go read that history. That's a good one to read. Major League Baseball, like I said, did the same thing. Y'all look up a guy named Moses Fleetwood in the 19th century. They initially, check this out, share the show. They initially were not segregated them. They initially were not segregated. Then became segregated. Check this out now. When black players made it to the professional ranks, whether it was in the National Football League or the insurgent American Football League. So a lot of people don't remember the AFL, which in 1960s, which came the American Football Conference with the San Diego Chargers, Pittsburgh Steelers, I think might be the Kansas City Chiefs, and a few more guys. I think might be the Raiders. Y'all remember? Check this out, y'all, from Houston. I been reading up on, I'm so fascinated by this guy. I got to do a whole segment about him one day. Do y'all remember the guy that they call the Lord's Prayer? The dude was so cold, they call him the Lord's Prayer, from Houston, Texas, who can equally throw with his left and right hand. His name Eldridge Dickey. Eldridge Dickey. Did y'all remember him? The best quarterback playing college athletics at the time in the mid 1960s, who was drafted by the Oakland Raiders. In part, according to Dickey's family, so that Al Davis, and they call him a racist. Yeah, Mr. Just Win, baby. Could keep him away from the Kansas City Chiefs. He drafted him to keep him away from the Kansas City Chiefs because he had no idea. He had no intention of playing him at quarterback. Al Davis did. Trying to keep him away from Kansas City Chiefs, another insurgent team. And Hank Stram, who wanted to make Dickey a starting quarterback at that time, if they had got him, he drafted him to keep the Chiefs from getting, because he knew the Chiefs were going to start a black quarterback. He would have been in the Pro Hall of Fame in Canton that I went to back in August. What's up, Lori? Y'all check this out now. Check this out. The HBCUs not only gave them the power, not only to sustain their teams in the AFL and eventually merge with the NFL, but they caused the NFL to merge with the AFL. Look, I didn't know. Jimmy might know. Jimmy, I didn't know that they call my man. Hold up, I'm trying to get you in here, Jimmy. I didn't know that they call my man Eldridge Dickey the Lord's Prayer. Hold up, let me get Jimmy back right here. Yeah, I think I got him right. Jimmy, I don't know what they do to you. I don't know. Let me see. That ain't it. I know that ain't it. I knew that wasn't it. I knew that wasn't it. I got to figure out a way to get you back in there. But they call him the Lord Prayer. Let me get you back out. Hold on. Get me out of there. Let's see. Okay. They call him the Lord's Prayer. The dude was so good they call him the Lord's Prayer. And hold on. Why they ain't got me out? Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. They got me, y'all. Jimmy, you came in at a crazy time. Let me get you out of here. Let me get you out of here, cause Jimmy, I didn't know. Are you familiar with Eldridge Dickey?
He's a guy from Houston, football player. You talking about football now? And he went to that other TSU. You know,
It's all right.
the other one.
Yeah, it's all right.
People didn't even know they was HBCU back then.
Okay. Okay. Keep skinning and grinning.
Yeah.
Keep skinning and grinning. I'm trying to get that. We got a glitch in the system. Some kind of way we got a glitch in the system. But let me add you. Let me do this again. Let's see. Let's go back to me. Hold on. I can't get this system out, Jimmy. I don't know what. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. They glitch in the system, but but Jim, I'm not finished. I'm just trying to get you in and get you assigned to what you need to be assigned to. So hold on a second. Make sure. Some reason it would not let you. Jimmy, just go back out and come back in. Go back out and come back in. But ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to go. I can't stand that. But so when you look at back at, let me see that he come in better this time. Okay. It just won't let you pick up. Jimmy just won't let me pick. Oh, I got you now. I got it. 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 Hey, Robert, how to be. And y'all don't understand how this stuff is. How to do it on the go like this. Oh, I got him back in there now. I got him. I got it. It don't take me long. But Jimmy, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. You asking me about him.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can connect a dot for you.
But Jimmy, they called him the Lord's Prayer.
But I'm talking about even before then, the Houston connection. What's the guy named that
Lord Wells.
Back? Well, Lord Wells is the one that I'm gonna give you the connection with.
You talking about the running back?
He put the boy at University of Houston, McVay.
Yeah.
And this was his kid. That was one of his kids as well. So back in the days with Lloyd Wells, they used to call him the judge. Lloyd Wells is one of the. I got the chance to actually sit in his living room, eat in his house more than once before he passed away in the backside of Fifth Ward. And stories he would tell about Dickie, and that was the thing. That's how I knew the name, without the other stuff. This was back then. This man put him in the back of in his car and drove him up to Tennessee State. Mm-hmm. He had a connection with Tennessee State back in the days, which as he did with a lot of programs. And of course, the Kansas City Chiefs owner at the time had, and like any owner, ain't no difference than Kraft liking Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? If you can help them help benefit them, they're gonna take a liking to you. So he benefited Kansas City Chiefs. He benefited Tennessee State. But in Tennessee State, that wasn't the only guy he gave them, if I'm not mistaken, Lloyd Wells. He gave them another legend.
Jones, Ed Too Tall Jones. All of them.
No, I'm talking about Judge Lloyd Wells
gave to Kansas City. Oh, okay. You're talking about
gave to Tennessee. No, to Tennessee State.
Oh, to Tennessee State. Okay. Oh, from
Tennessee
Houston.
State.
From the Houston
area.
From Houston. Okay. I got you.
Look it up now. I might be going on.
No, you might be right.
Look this up now. I'm gonna tell you one. If I'm not mistaken. Glory Road. David Latine.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, he went to Lloyd took him to Tennessee. Wherever he went first, remember that wasn't his first school.
Yeah. I got you. I remember that. It's some.
So one of you guys can look it up.
Yeah.
And if I might be on it, Freidman or somebody, one of you guys has quick fingers. Right. Check it out. David Latine. What was his first college? Cool. That was Tennessee State, then trust me, Judge told me whatever it was, Judge took him there first and went and picked him up in the middle of the doggone night and drove his butt over to El Paso as well. But back to the story about
the story really wasn't about Dickie. But if you can finish the Dickie story, because I want to come back home because I got something I want to bring home.
No, that was pretty much it about Judge. Okay. That's how I knew his name from Judge Lloyd Wells.
Okay, so what I was trying to do, Jimmy, before you came on, just talked about the importance of the Celebration Bowl. This weekend they sold out for the first time ever in history. Jimmy, they somebody didn't put it up there, Jimmy. I know Alfred or somebody didn't put something up there. But Jimmy, they sold out for the first time ever. Jimmy, check this out. Coca-Cola came on board and flew charter jets to South Carolina and to Jackson, Mississippi to bring these teams there. Buddy Pugh, who's the coach of South Carolina State, said, man, this is the first, hey, we even bust. Check, the school ain't got but 2,900 people in it, Jimmy. He said the school, he said we bust from there to Delaware, from South Carolina to Delaware. So this is the first time our guys been on a plane before. Y'all do me a favor, if somebody get a chance, go listen to the press conference before the game. how he praises on the HBCUs. I'm talking about Buddy Pugh. But Jimmy, but what I want to bring to our new generation, because a lot of people don't know this. So when you look back at black football players, that a lot of black football players are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. If y'all watched the beginning of that game the other day, you had 3 or 4 gold jackets at that game. 2 from South Carolina State and 1 from Jackson State. And guess what? Walter Payton has passed away, so he could have been there. I just want to. So many of those guys came out of HBCUs. So when the people go talk about that boy that messed his career up, the little young boy Travis Hunter that messed his career up, because these insurgent white professional teams realized that they had the best talent. That's why the AFL, that's why they had a guy like Lloyd Wells King. Hank Stram said, I'm going to get cool with Lloyd because Lloyd going to hook me up with them players. Whether it be Head Too Tall Jones, Richard Dent, Claude Humphrey. Y'all remember these guys who just made transition. James Shack Harris, Eldridge Dickery, arguably one of the best. So think about this, y'all. HBCUs ain't good enough now. But they arguably, in football history, they had the best wide receiver and the best running back, arguably, in the game. Both of whom have awards named after them. The running back is, of course, Sweetness Walter Payton, in case people didn't know, from Jackson State University. And the other ones were Jerry World Rice from Mississippi Valley. The quarterback who threw to him, y'all remember, was Willie Totten. They call him Willie Satellite Totten. The man's name was Satellite because he put it up in the air so much. I remember, Jimmy, I'll never forget this, when Jerry Rice hung and Willie Totten hung 70 points on Tennessee State at the Circle City Classic, Jimmy, in Indianapolis. My brothers never went to Tennessee State, and they didn't like that one no good. But the point I'm trying to make is, Jimmy, that the awards named for the football subdivisions teams, for the football subdivision teams in college football, is called the Jerry Rice Award. A HBCU player, and last week was awarded to a HBC player that award was handed to a HBCU player that happened to be Deion Sanders' son. In case you didn't know, Deion Sanders' son played for Jackson State. He was Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year, got the Jerry Rice Award. I think what we're seeing is a couple of things, Jimmy. It's just a lot of stuff that's why we have to stop. Other people gonna bash the HBCUs. That's their job. That's why we have to do everything to protect and preserve our heritage. Because guess what? It was a time that's all these players had was the HBCUs. If you good, you a 3 and 4-star athlete. If let's say Chuck McGowan said 3 4-star athletes, all 3 linebackers, come into the TSU next year. 3 of them, middle linebacker, outside, left and right. How it would change the defense of TSU right now. So, it was a fantastic weekend when I saw that. Jimmy, you used to go to the Celebration Bowl. You can walk up at halftime and just walk in there. Now, Jimmy, they were selling aftermarket seats for $250 and up. You used to get on the floor, on the field for $50. But this what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what, y'all? 747, Joe Gillum, man. That man talking about Joe 747 Adams. Joe 747 Gillum, man. Kevin Frazier. I know, Jimmy, you woke him up and he wouldn't really get some badass information. Joe Gillum, baby.
Alfio got the information I need. He
Oh,
confirmed
okay,
that
okay. But
that Big Daddy David Latine, he did go to Tennessee State. That I had the story correct when that judge took him up there and then he give it and he took it away from Tennessee State and rolled him clean over to El Paso to Texas Wesleyan. But yeah, that's the HBCU. Here's the thing with Jackson State.
oh, you're right. He right. I'm sorry. He right, Jimmy. He right. He right.
The-
Joe Gillum name is Jefferson Street Joe. You're right. But who in the hell is 747? That Adams. Where did he play
It
at?
must be fast. Now,
Oh, he played after him, Jimmy. Jimmy, he played after him. Okay, okay.
yeah.
Y'all
Now,
leave him
the
alone.
thing
Y'all leave him alone.
I was
Yeah.
telling you in regard to the Jackson State stuff is
Yeah.
They were playing with house money. They had already won before the game took place because of the amount of traction
Oh my God.
that they had earned and accumulated throughout the season. That meaning Jackson State. I guarantee you Jackson State probably had their name mentioned on mainstream media outlets more times in one single football season than in any time period in the history of the school. So for South Carolina State, this was a win-win for them as well because first of all, think about it. They came into the game with damn near like a 6-5 record.
Yeah, but they won 5 in a row.
Yeah, they were the little engine that could.
Mm-hmm.
And this was one of those things on the competition level. This was really an upset because it wasn't even. It's like you couldn't even, if you were betting, how would you had to take double-digit points going into that game, for the betting guys, for the guys that's on the market. So Deion, even did you see the pregame? In the pregame, they Deion, he's on the Mount Rushmore already. Deion in his pregame speech, Deion was talking to the team, and then while he talked to him, he got up out of his chair. Off his scooter, and Deion took a step. And boy, them guys, obviously you could tell by their reaction, that was their first time seeing Deion taking walking off, since having those toes amputated.
Jimmy,
in real life.
Jimmy, he hadn't said that. That's not.
You don't have to say it. It doesn't leak. They got nurses. One thing about it, man, they got. One thing about it, they got.
He hadn't said it yet, though.
He hadn't confirmed.
Okay, he haven't said it yet.
But know what he hadn't done? He hadn't denied it.
Yeah, but it ain't for him to die. He's trying to get over, man. Come on, let's go.
That's ain't no different than saying if he had COVID. Hell, none of these athletes say they got COVID, but then they have, they don't say it. It's reported out there, and it's assumed. But anyway, and you can tell. Hell, look at his sock. You can tell now.
When you see the sock. Yeah, okay. That ain't no.
We don't want to look at it. Hell, we know it's there. Hell, it is what it is. But they saw him. He took those steps, and he took another step, and then they got fired up, and they went on out there. Let's go out there and roo-rah. But the game itself, great for South Carolina, great for HBCUs because now you have people paying attention. And as Kevin Freeman said, recently, the top-ranked junior college quarterback in the country has committed to Mississippi Valley, right? The top-ranked junior college quarterback in the country. So it comes now. The thing is, when they go down, if they have moderate success, the door stays open and it goes on. But right now, HBCUs and then now people are starting to pay attention to the basketball, which people in the business already have been. But it makes people now look at the basketball and those winning. Just last night, Southern University out of Baton Rouge. They were down 22 points, came back and beat Kent State on the road. Kent State team to beat Detroit Mercy this year. You see, know what I'm saying? How they, I mean, a really good win. PJ Bird hit the layup to win the game. Bush High School alum went to the left side, drove, knocked down a left-handed layup. And then as the buzzers, right before the buzzer sounded, I think it's about 3 seconds left. They got a chance to get a heave off. But Southern is the only school in the SWAC with a non-losing record right now. That don't mean, that's great for Coach Woods and his program. PJ Bird has hit 2 game winners in those 6 wins. Remember, TSU beat Florida a couple of weeks ago. And just giving,
I'm not surprised. But my problem is, and what the gist of what I was talking about in the beginning. I know you can talk about the goings on of the game. I'm always the guy that looked at the game outside of the game, and this capitalistic social structure that benefit using our black bodies. When I see black football players running up and down this field in this bowl season, Jimmy, for those plantation universities, I look at them no different than I do the Matrix. Y'all seen the Matrix? You are using our bodies to sustain yourself. In that metaphor I just used, the machines are the Alabamas and the Georgias and the Ole Misses and the Ole Miss. The bodies being sucked on is the athletes running up and down that field. When I saw Jackson State, this isn't new, what Deion Sanders is doing. This is returning to what we were doing before this desegregation interrupted it. There was a time when Joe Gillum Sr., Joe Gillum's dad, who was a great football coach at Florida State, Coach Gillum used to always say other schools use the camp out in Nashville, right? And see who the second and the third string quarterback and cornerback and linebacker going to be for TSU. And then if they got cut or got demoted from the team, guess what? You will see these players show up playing somewhere else in Florida A&M and Jackson State and everywhere else, Jimmy. This how they, like they was talking about Jimmy. They wouldn't let Eldridge Dickery go back home to Houston, Jimmy. The man wouldn't let him go because he was afraid that Southern would try to steal him. Now what Deion is doing, y'all, this is the point I'm trying to make, is doing, ironically, is bringing this thing back to the college basketball, black college basketball space. The type of swagger that was coined around back in the day. I never forget, Jimmy, 1983 was the last year Big John Merritt coached Tennessee State. When you see Deion Sanders right now, you see Archie gunslinging Cooley at Mississippi Valley. I know De'Aaron Fobb might know who that is. You see he was the coach of Jerry Rice and Satellite Titan. Then you see Eddie Robinson. You remember Eddie Robinson? When you see Deion Sanders, Eddie Robinson, Coach Rob used to walk in your room. It's over. Then Jimmy, I think about Klein's Big House games in basketball. I'm switching over for North Carolina and Winston-Salem. Then I'm talking about the guys like Earl the Pearl Monroe. Deion, let me tell you something. For Deion here, it's the challenge. This the challenge for Deion. For 3 generations, Jimmy Hicks, 3 generations, since the mid-60s, white college athletics have profited off of black bodies to a scale. This is what I want to share with y'all. You walk into the campus, a place like Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You walk into the stadium. I've been there before. Penn State, Tennessee. You see all these white people, right? You have few sprinkling black people. And you walk into the stadium and you see all these people, hundreds of thousands of people, most of them white. You go, and then when you get closer to the field, Jimmy, you start seeing the cheerleaders. You got 30 cheerleaders, ain't but probably make 3 or 4 of them black. So you look on the field and you say, damn, is this Tennessee State versus Grambling? Hold on, y'all. You walk in the stadium. Jimmy, I don't know if you ever been in these big old stadiums. You walk in the stadiums. I'm talking about at a football game. You've been at Neyland Stadium, got 105. I've been to the big house at Michigan, Jimmy, got 100 and something. And you walk in there, you probably have. I don't know. I don't know if you like football like that because you say you don't like it. So I walk in there, and you don't see nothing until the closer you get to the field. You might see 1 or 2 black cheerleaders. But then you look on the field, you don't see nothing. You think it's Tennessee State versus Grambling because all the players are black. So no. Why? Because they want your body on that field to profit. And I know a lot of y'all won't get it. Jimmy probably ain't gonna get it. He'll get it when he go home. And I say it all the time, sister. It's just crazy. Deion Sanders is just bringing it back to the black school. This stuff is crazy. Think about it. He went to a plantation school. He went to Florida State, where they're still racist. Hold up, the mascot is still a Seminole, and they still do the tomahawk chop, Jimmy. Deion Sanders is cool. And this what the press say. Deion Sanders, he cool, he a novelty, blah, blah, blah. Then they started to whisper, but see, then he started whispering in the ears of these black young players. He took that little boy to the homecoming. He took that little boy to the homecoming. That little boy saw that black band because he didn't visit all them other places. He saw that black band, Derrick Johnson. He saw all the beautiful black women on the campus was calling, could look like his sister and auntie and grandma, saying, you go, boy. You go do this thing, boy. Hold up. Then he went over to the tailgate and saw the old country dude with the silk shirt on, Jimmy, out there barbecuing with the gators on. Tell my boy, I'll be in there in a minute. Going on in there. You need to come down here. That little boy came down there, experienced something that he felt like. So guess what, Jimmy? It's different because if he drop a couple of touchdown passes or miss a couple of interceptions, he won't hit it. He won't hit it. At this place, he probably won't hear the N-word go called at him 100,000 times by them 100,000 people. It's just a different experience. Me talking to some of these kids who want that HBCU experience, like Jackson State. This is what they were telling me, Jimmy. They said, man, I just connected with those people. If I go to Alabama, I look in the stands, ain't nobody look like me. The band don't look like nobody like this. The women don't look nothing. And then they give you the talk, Jimmy. Then they always got a black coach that's going to get a black player to talk. Hey, man, on Saturday night, I want to catch you in one of these frat houses and one of these fraternities with a white girl. You got to get that talk. So these young guys, man, Deion Sanders just really bringing the swagger back because, Jimmy, the swagger used to be there. It's just before our time. We were kids. But I remember Big John Merritt. I remember because I'm from Memphis. I remember Jackson State. Little boy going to the Labor Day Classic every year with his older brothers and sisters. So this is a bigger picture. And some people don't think like this. I understand y'all. I got to have my PWIs. I know y'all have. I know y'all got to have it. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. When people because the press coming in and talking about, look what happened last week. Even on this show. How long he gonna be there? When he gonna leave? Where he gonna go? We thinking like them. We thinking like them. They don't like this. Somebody gonna go and try to offer him everything in the world just to get him from doing this. Wonder if he gonna hold on to his convictions. of what he really, and how this thing gonna go. But I had to share that with y'all because when I looked at the games this weekend, I didn't look at it for sport. I didn't look at it as a fan. I look at it as an opportunity for us to say, okay, all right, okay, this situation might be best for my son. Might not be best for everybody, but for my son, it might be the best. But shout out to though, yeah, Valley just got the #1 JUCO quarterback, and because Chris Walker said, if it ain't Deion Sanders, it ain't gonna happen. It's got to be this magical Negro. No, start with us. Start with us talking about it on a show like this, because they ain't gonna talk about it nowhere else. I'm gonna talk about it till the cows come home. So, Jimmy, what else you got there, baby?
I mean, before this year, remember Alcorn pretty much ran the SWAC of the past 5 years or so, and during a couple of those years, their star quarterback was from Houston, and little kid name, I think his name was John Gibbs.
Yeah, he was at the game. He was at Tax game the other night, Jimmy.
John, yes, his father is one of the I don't know if you, well, one of the dignitaries at Booker T. Washington. His mother, Gibbs' mother, she runs the nursery program over at the school as well. Booker T is one of like 3 or 4 schools in HISD that has a nursery on campus, meaning that, so I mean, for kids that are parents, they don't have to have it subsidizes that any type of child care or expense. They take care of all of that with those kids while the parents are in school, in class. But so Gibbs was the quarterback at Alcorn. And one thing about it is, they use the halftime shows as bait, and that's good bait. And I watched some of the halftime show on Saturday. They didn't show it on television because they have obligations to fill with advertisers. But you could have watched it on the app. You can go on social media. Jackson State, they had a Christmas themed halftime show. Most of it was Christmas themed songs that they played and whatnot. But my thing is about the HBCU. You have to realize they're going to attract a lot of the talent, which they've at a higher grade from out of high schools than they normally could get in recent years. At the same time, they're going to also attract more of the guys in that transfer portal, a higher grade of those that they did. Now, mind you, like hell, TSU, we just talked about that last year. He didn't really move the needle. It was a kid that came. He was the backup at Florida State.
And before that, Jimmy, we had the starters from Michigan State came here.
And so that was a wide receiver. I'm talking about, and the quarterback was from Florida State.
But we
didn't move the needle.
It can't be one magical Negro.
Yeah.
You got to break. You remember when I said, what if TSU get three-star linebackers at the same time? You remember they said the defense was terrible. Automatically, they make their defense better. We always think one magical Negro gonna change everything, but it don't.
But it got to be the piece. It got to be the piece that you need. The piece that you need.
Yeah, but you need a lot of them. You need more than one.
Just like that quarterback that came from Florida State, he had to be somewhat good. I mean, he was okay. He started off sputtering, but at the same time, I didn't really move the needle like that.
But what if he got somebody that can't catch the ball?
No, but it was more. No, it was deeper than that, Howard, because I talked to Coach McKinney. The line was the problem. That's what their need was. So you could have put Aaron Rodgers behind that dude. It don't behind the line. And but you ain't got nothing to stand those other guys up and keep them guys at least keep everything honest for 3 seconds. Then guess what? That quarterback is gonna be rolling out and running every other down.
You know what I was thinking about? I was watching the interview. Roland Martin interviewed Shedeur Sanders before the game, and he was talking about when he accepted his Jerry Rice Award. He was just talking about why he, I know his daddy came there, and why the other young guy and a lot of more recruits want to come there. He said, "Man, it just hit different." The young people said it just hit different when you come in on that field and you playing in front of all those black people in the stands, and the band start playing. I'm a little biased, Jimmy. I'm a little biased, because Tennessee State was in my family, and I think they got the best band in the country. But I know the people at Jackson State think the Sonic Boom is the best band in the South. Is the Sonic Boom of the South is the best band, and I know Texas Southern people think the Ocean of Soul is the best band in the South.
We know what, we had our day.
No.
Ocean of Soul.
I got you.
Ocean of Soul set the table.
I got you.
Don't get it twisted. Had our day. And Grambling State, the GSU, definitely had their day.
I got you. And I know Southern think it's the actual human jukebox. I know that. I love these names. And Jimmy, I know the Marching 100 of Florida A&M, although it's been like it's been 100. It ain't been 100 in years. It's more like 200 now. And I know about Howard, all your Howard people. I know y'all got the Showtime band. But when that little boy stepped out on that field and heard that band, and when he saw them people showering all that adulation on him, man, from the Duke, like I said, the Duke's in the parking lot, Jimmy, with the Gators on and the silk shirt on. They got the silk shirts on in all colors of the rainbow. And he just it's when you walk into a space like that and say, I can go from here and get to the NFL. Or I can go to Florida State. When I see they cheerleaders, I know what they look like. And I see they crowds, and I know what I look like. And like I said, if I drop 2 passes, the N-word is going to go raining on me like a monsoon in Florida. So I understand, man. Then I saw those stories start coming about how long Deion going to stay. Yeah. Hey, you been to one of them black. You got to go to one of them. Jimmy, you got to go to one of them. So, you know what? See, they didn't do it in a Texas Southern homecoming. I didn't see none of that. But boy, when I went to
you got to go to. You say you got to go where?
I go to Memphis, like Memphis and Mississippi, down in there. Boy, you gonna see one of them silk shirts and some Gators, dude out there barbecuing in that outfit. I'm telling. And this what I want us to stop saying. It ain't no real big time college football. You got to come over here to the plantation school. I mean, we got to stop saying that, y'all. We just got to stop saying it. But yeah, man. Shout out to all of the HBCUs out there, man. I just proud of y'all. I mean, a great experience. My daughter talks about it. My daughter sent me Jimmy. She sent me a company picture the other day of all the people in her company. Showed me all the employees. And I said, is anybody in there other than you that look like you? She said, no, I'm the only one. I said, wow. So guess what, y'all? I just want to be in a position where we're not always the only one in the room. I'm tired of the first. I'm tired of the first. This the first. Jimmy, they was telling us this story about this. He was the first black general manager, Jimmy, in the Canadian Football League. I got his name somewhere, but he was just talking about it. I'm gonna bring his name up. I'm gonna get his name in a minute. I'm gonna come back and tell y'all. But Jimmy, they were asking him. He was before Ozzie Newsome. He was in the Saskatchewan Roughriders, Jimmy. He was the GM, right? First black GM in professional sports. So Jimmy, they was asking, why are you always hiring black coaches? You know he happened to be winning though. Jimmy, he said, cause I can. I hire them cause I can. And sometimes when we're in positions of power like that, we just got to do it cause we can. It's all right to do it because you can. I never forget somebody talking about, you just voted for Barack Obama because he's black. I said, yes. Yes, I did. Ain't nobody like me. Never got that close. Yes, I'm voting for him. So, but that's all, Jimmy. But Jimmy, what else happening around here this weekend, man? Is anything exciting happening this weekend in high school?
Absolutely. That's what we're going to get right up into it. Absolutely. There's a lot of things.
What happened? Because I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah. Okay. If you
sit back.
You ain't hear nothing, because the only way you ain't hear nothing this weekend is because you had your hands dead over your ears. But one thing we know for sure, and that is them boys from North Shore went up to DFW. They made me a little piece of change. I got a few presents from my DFW people. I get them all the time, boy. I know. See, I might be the reason why so many folk from DFW why they really don't like Houston. Because when I win, I don't win as gracefully as you probably should.
No, you don't.
And
no,
guess
no,
what?
Don't put probably in it.
I probably don't.
No, sir.
But at the same time, neither do they. Whenever they beat us, they don't win gracefully. They remind our ass and they tell us, and then they want to make you believe that they the best things in sliced bread. Here's what happened. Shout out to South Oak Cliff out of Dallas. Great historic win for DISD. They hadn't won a state title in football since integration, if I'm not mistaken. That is very, very good for DISD. Once again, because your HISDs and your DISDs is like the equivalent of HBCUs. On a smaller scale, when you understand, because the population base, first of all, in HISD, Houston Independent School District, the majority of the students they're not white, they're not black, they're Hispanic in that district. DISD, the majority is black of that school district. And you guys, if you're instructors out there, you correct me I'm welcoming you and correct me where I'm wrong. And of course, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, Rick Brown. And Austin ISD. Austin LBJ, they didn't get it done, but they made it there. And man, see, we're used to seeing those teams get there every now and then in basketball. But in football, that's really, really, the odds are not in their favor for South Oak Cliff. Everything before you even touch the field is probably not in your favor. You're at an imbalance. The weights that you have, the weight rooms, put it like that you have to work out of, your showering facilities, your locker rooms, just the light fixtures in there. I mean, your whole is the upkeep of the field is at an imbalance in a lot of them schools. So one of them schools make it, man, in football, and some of that hard ass ground that they got man, dude, that's type of grass that you fall on some of the football fields.
A hard ground make a hard player, but keep on going.
Man, I'm talking about, man, you fall on some of them fields.
Jimmy, man. I think the biggest, I never thought about the weight room because weights is weights to me. Now, if you just want a nicer one, but every weight room got a certain amount of weights that you can get big.
No, that used to be the case when everybody used the plates, right? But everybody don't have plates. They have more than just plates now. So that means weight rooms now.
But Jimmy, you never forget the plate. In football, the plate. Now basketball might transcend to all of that plyometric stuff, but football, they using them plates, baby boy. But
yeah, I understand now. You also have weight room that's included nowadays. Is those in some weight rooms around Texas, They have cryo stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They have
Okay.
the different the hot tub, well, what they call it, the ice tubs and all that. Some people have multiple ones
Like I
now
said, the
versus
biggest
one.
difference to me is how many coaches on staff. That matters more than anything to me. And when I saw all of them damn coaches out there on Katie's staff that time, I said, what the hell is going on? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Keep going.
So we for South Oak Cliff to win, that's great for the city. That win takes some of the sting out of neither one of your other DFW teams winning in your 6A or your games. Katy Paytow won the state title in 5A, despite only being in football, this stuff, despite only being in existence on varsity play for only 4 seasons. Now, Shadow Creek made it to the state around the same span, but they didn't win it. Right? Right? They ended up winning like in the 5th year, I think. What's the young fella name at Baylor? A quarterback from Shadow Creek.
Oh, Kyron Drum.
He won a state title, right? But that wasn't in the 4-year span window. Shout out to Katy Paytow. They got it done. And that means, guess what? Even though Katy High School didn't win, Katy ISD athletic department, they still get to light the same cigar they was gonna light if Katy had won it. They get to light that same stick for Katy Paytow. So don't think they still partying over in Katy ISD, just Jimmy, not for a different school right now.
Jimmy, I don't know if you noticed that the quarterback for Paytow is the young kid Dumas. That's LJ Cryer's first cousin. Their moms or sisters. Yeah, starting quarterback.
The talking about at North or Paytow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Met him several
And what
times.
was he classified as?
I think he's a senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a senior.
You know what? That's a great win for them in 5A. And in case you guys, and then the North Shore capped things off at the 3:00 game on Saturday. And it actually was a very, very, very good game.
It was a good game because you won.
No, the game was good all the way through.
I missed
it. Was good all the way through. It was a defensive battle all the way through. Both teams came into that game, had been just dominating on the ground with their run games. I think Duncanville averaged about 240 yards on the ground a game, at least. And North Shore held those guys to like 3.4 yards a carry in this game. Both of their rushing, you know what? I had the numbers, and they were so similar in this game, so similar. And I tell you, I got some numbers right here for you. Let me go. Think about this: first downs, North Shore 13, right? Duncanville 10, right? How about this? Rushes. The rushing yards, North Shore 119, Duncanville 118. Passing yards is where differential. Both teams completed 10 passes. North Shore 107 yards, Duncanville 74 yards. The difference in that yardage is the difference in that game, and that's that touchdown pass with a couple of minutes to go, 39 yards, right, to the little young fella, what's his name? It's the little young Hispanic kid, Amador. That sounds about right. I'm gonna chop it up a little bit.
No, that was good.
The little David Amador, the 39-yard. That's about the difference in the yard. Everything was close in this game, and the thing was, North Shore. I think The offensive coordinator is Willie Gaston, right? He went and made the call for that play. He said he saw them. They had been running heavy, and he saw one opportunity for them to finally hit them over the top. And he made that call because he believed that, because he knows that quarterback can throw it. And he quarterback put it right there. And that little cat went and got that ball. He went and got that ball, man. And that was
dude
good.
threw a nice ball, though, Jimmy, the one I saw.
But he went and got it, though, man. He went and got it, man.
They call that right in the seam.
Man, say, man, he's a fresh dude. That's the thing I tell you guys, when you have young freshmen that's playing just, let's say, basketball. And some of these freshmen are playing up, and that people always like to holler whenever they make an error. Man, he just, remember that, he's just a freshman. See, as the stakes get higher as you go through the postseason, and at some point, freshmen can't play like freshmen no more. A freshman got to turn into a senior in the championship moments. A 10th grader got to turn into a senior in a championship moment. And that's what you saw from this young boy. He was so poised. And just think about it, man. Think about it. This young fella, what's the quarterback name? You guys, is it on the Boomerang?
I don't know. I don't know his name. I didn't watch the game. I just taped.
Caleb Bailey.
Caleb Bailey? Okay.
When the first quarter, his first touchdown was to his brother. Just think about the warmth, the feeling of warmth that probably went through his parents' heart. Dude, you playing with house money from the rest of the day, as long as you get a win. You do a touchdown to your big brother.
That's awesome.
In the state championship game.
That's awesome. Hey, that don't get no better than that.
Dude, who get to keep that ball? That's the question. Who get to keep that ball?
You know what? The quarterback probably is a leader.
No,
the quarterback he's a leader. He gonna say here, man. Quarterback, the leader. The leader's always gonna say, "Hey, man, the ball for you, baby."
Yeah, because he got another one. He threw more than one. And you get out of the way. I mean, guys, and I kind of, you got to realize, guys, I've been, Duncanville High School has been an avid supporter of RCS Sports and our events.
Yes.
Remember. Yes. Let me take you back. It just didn't start now. Remember during the COVID last year, we had the Super 16 extravaganza, and we couldn't use any high school facilities. We ended up renting out the gym in Humble, right?
Yeah.
And they came down.
Out there. Keep going.
You was right there in the middle of it too.
I didn't come to that. I didn't come. I didn't come to that.
You came to the other one of the events over there.
No.
So they came up in there and supported that event, and then they came and played in the Super 16. I mean, it's an opener this year. Came back for the Hoops Giving Classic. So I returned the favor. They were winning, remember? And I supported them when they took the show on the road out of state. I went and flew to Phoenix, watched them kick Montverde ass. Then I came back to Houston, unpacked my bag, got on a plane the next day, flew to Salt Lake City, a 3-hour flight to go in the cold and watch them stave off an upset from one of Utah's finest programs. But my point is, that coach, man, he just can't beat this guy at North Shore. He just can't. Coach Samples can't get by Coach K of North Shore. And don't get it twisted, the staffs are included because Duncanville had all the incentive in the world to win this game. They say 3 times a charm. For you, those that don't know, Duncanville had lost to North Shore 2 times in the previous 4 years. So now it's 3 times in the past 5 years you've lost to North Shore. It's just these 2 teams made it all the way to the state championship game.
Jimmy, we got to take a quick break. Not a quick break on that. Mastermind, he in the super chat. We got to, when somebody do what he just did, he in the super chat. He gave a gift to the Chop Shop in the super chat on YouTube, and we got to shout him out, Jimmy. That's how you have to do that when that happens. Y'all got to understand, we new to this. He been doing it for a while.
I'm gonna put this cup up in there for him. I got this good stuff in this cup.
Cup in the air for Masterminds, man. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. He said, "Merry Christmas, fella." Boy, you're unbelievable, Woo. Man. You're unbelievable. Jimmy, quit drinking Woo. All that. Jimmy, hold up, man. All that drink. So what else we got, man?
Hey, man, I've been underground ever since Friday night. I came out Friday, wobbled out Friday, masked up. Then get home Friday night, I got the fever. I knew I should have took my butt out there.
You thought you had that package, didn't you? I bet you.
Here's the catch, though. Here's the catch. Here's the catch. This is the catch right now, man. This is the catch, and oh man, I ain't go nowhere Saturday. Nowhere. Well, I went to Walgreens Saturday to try to go take a test. Can't take no test. We got to do it online. You booked up. I said, oh, hell. I just wanted to make sure. So I know. Then I'm saying, and I got Sunday. Say, okay, well, I found a place yesterday online. They got places you can, free places all over. I called Icy Mike. I text Icy Mike. Icy Mike, give me a call back when you get a chance. I didn't tell him what I needed, so he took his time. He hit me back last night after the place had closed. Hey, man, hit me back, and I made a decision. What do you do? Did I make the right decision, guy? I'm good now. Fever broke. Trust me, I grew up with a loving mom, and I know and I had an Aunt Willie that from Louisiana, and trust me, I know all remedies to help to break a fever and to get well. I know how to bundle up and stay my butt out from up under the ceiling. I know how to get well.
Man, you thought you had that pack. Hey, look at it. I got something for you, baby. I keeps me some. How many you need?
How many coming now? Here's the deal.
I got a box.
How many come? I mean, I'm good, but I still want to. Here's the thing.
This ain't but one. This ain't but one.
Just one come that box?
No, but I got, hold up, Jimmy. I got a box of these, Jimmy.
Oh, no, you got to chunk me something. I'm going to play with one of them. Here's what I got. Here's the thing. I'm good now, but you could be good and still have that package. Now, I wasn't good. Yeah, I mean, trust me. I had tissue stuck in my nose and one side of my nostril all weekend. Run around there, you get up and you got to you go to sleep. I put that Vic, that SARS, they called it SARS back in the day. I put that Vic stuff you put on your chest. Look, Hal, you get your pinky, stick it in there, and put a little bit up on your nose, right there. Look, just put it right there, pop and pop. Just like, or you can make a line like a quarterback do the black line, right across. Now you can breathe. I did all that, bundle up. I had the skull cap on. You wake up about 2-3 in the morning, shirt soaking wet. Now the thing is, you got to take that shirt off. When that shirt get wet, when you break that, you got to take it off, put another shirt on, bundle back up, go back at it again, rinse, wash, repeat. Dude, I did that for 3 straight nights. I'm good. But here's what happened. I was getting ready to go and take the test at Metro, the bus station. The Metro headquarters has it 7 days a week, free testing till 6 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go, and guess what? Sandra had abandoned me. She abandoned me. Sandra left when I told her, saying I got this fever, man. Sandra left and went over there and kept the grandbabies Friday night.
I don't blame her.
She came home Saturday morning, saw me load up bundle, took a shower, got some more clothes, went left, abandoned my ass Saturday night. And then she came back yesterday. I was kind of getting my engine was moving around then. And she came on in. She stayed last night, but then she closed the door. I had to sleep in the other room.
No, she didn't want that, but she didn't want that mess.
Cool. So that's what she did. Pack up. She gone. Crack of dawn. 6 of them in the morning. She gone. Go on, keep the grandbabies. I was, oh, really? Okay. So I'm good now. Here's the thing. I didn't take the test because I was influenced by Sandra. She say, now you know if you positive, then your ass won't be able to get on no airplane for 14 plus days. Ain't you supposed to be going on a couple of trips? Because that stuff, if you go, see, here's the thing, Hal. When you take the test at the places, your name goes in the database.
Yeah.
And your ass try to go through TSA.
But you don't need to be getting your ass on the plane anyway if you got that package.
No, but I don't think I got that package. I just wanted to make sure. So I'm good now. So that means, but if you take that thing and they mess around, what if it's a false one? I'm stuck in Houston with y'all.
You ain't gonna be stuck with us. Cause we like Sandra, we gonna be gone like a turkey in the cold. Hey, boy, that man talking about Kyrie Irving. Y'all leave Kyrie Irving alone, man. Y'all leave him alone. They done let him back in. Hey.
Say, man. Say.
Quit calling that thing a package, man. Yeah, Jimmy, I had to go. Hey, Jimmy, Jimmy, it's 2 in each box.
Put one of them in the thing. I just want to play one of them before I get, because and that's why I didn't go to a game today. I thought about it. I said, no, it don't make no sense. I got to make sure that I'm good. So I know I'm good, but I need to make sure I'm good.
Good. Okay. I got you.
And even when I went to the game Friday night, I went and sit in the end zone by myself, and I was masked up by myself and charted the game, the Booker T and Yates. So guys, you was there. That's why I didn't try to go in fellowship with nobody. I ducked in there, sit by myself. I was nobody in the end zone. End zone meaning up under the goal line. I mean, the baseline.
You walked in there and dropped that package off and got it over there, charted and dropped that package off and left up out that joint. But it's all good. It's all good, y'all. Hey, y'all. We got this new Omicron ain't playing no game. It's wrecking havoc around the league, Jimmy. It ain't but 400 and some players in the league, and 69 of them got their package.
And that's the thing. So nobody understand. That's the package that you really don't want, and that might be the pack. Is that one? You talking about the COVID? This thing here, probably they said it might gonna make COVID.
Yeah, Omicron ain't no joke.
That's the one. And guess what? So think about it. It ain't you just getting tested for COVID no more. That means it's 50-50.
Hold up, Jimmy.
It ain't 50-50 no more, Adam.
Jimmy, I ain't mad at COVID no more. I just saw something come across my desk. Where Lori at? New York Knicks are signing guard Damon Dotson from the NBA Austin G League 10-day hardship exemption. So guess what? COVID, I'm mad, but I ain't that mad. Because Jimmy, let me tell you.
They should have done it last week.
But Jimmy, let me tell you, they got a new exemption now, Jimmy. No, they didn't do it because he would have last week. But he would have counted against it's something that happened new today.
Jimmy, know what happened last week? They done it last week?
No, well, they could have. But guess
what?
What
happened? They done it last week?
What?
Then he would have got a chance to be on the bench when they played the Rockets last week.
Oh, okay. But now he got the clear protocol and all that kind of stuff too, I think. But Jimmy, this is what I love about it. The NBA has instituted a new rule. They got with Jimmy. As many players have out in COVID, not any other injuries, but in COVID, you can sign another player. Jimmy, you can sign another player and it don't count against the cap. Let me tell y'all something. I got a question for y'all. They finna start signing guys y'all ain't never heard of now. And are y'all gonna still pay for these same ticket prices? And y'all finna see some G League, y'all finna see Isaiah Thomas and Lance Thomas and what's the boy name? Mario Chalmers. I'm just asking y'all. Is that an inferior product they're going to be putting on the field? Jimmy, for every player they have out with COVID, they can sign another player. It can be June, but Jimmy, I promise you, I thought about going around and running around the block, see if my jump start still right, Jimmy. Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be some guy, dude. The New York Mets had a dude named David Duke Jr. starting the other night, Jimmy. Where the hell he come from?
Yeah, they drafted him.
Jimmy, he started. Boy, it's crazy. He talking about Isaiah look good for the Lakers. But what else happened?
Hey man, Isaiah looked good for the first time back in live action. With of course the Lakers, Isaiah Thomas, that's the short guard that used to play with Boston Celtics and has been out of the league, I think, for a couple of years. He made the Lakers sign him to a 10-day contract. He had 19 points in the loss, 115-100 to the Chicago Bulls. And I haven't looked at the box score yet on that game. Pull that box score up.
I hate to go over it, man. The Lakers ain't even. I don't even think about them no more. I didn't even watch the game.
You know, I mean, I didn't watch that game. You know what? I might have watched one commercial block of that game, and that was for real. And that was it of that particular game. Man, I watched a lot of TV this weekend. I probably watched more TV this weekend in a 3-day span than I've probably done in this whole year. I got man. The Lakers and the Bulls. I'm just curious. I want to see his box score.
I got it.
There we go.
I got it. Here we go. Box score. I'm trying to pull it. Okay, here we go.
They started him.
Yes,
they started him.
Yeah.
He came off the street and started.
Yes, sir. Dude, I told you I'm finna go back and start working out next week. Well, Kenneth Gamble, can I get in the gym? Jimmy, I got to get me one of these 10 days.
Oh, and Trevor Ariza has came back. I didn't realize that. So he's back with the team now. Trevor Ariza, had been hurt all, so Kendrick Nunn is still out.
Melissa just got you, Jimmy. Melissa, I ain't going to even tell him because I ain't going to say nothing. Melissa said, you had to be messed up because you said points instead of perks. Hold on, he got to get him a sip because he got to get back to his perks. But Jimmy, the Lakers, man.
Dude, Rondo, Carmelo was 21 points on 17 shots, 5 for 12. He was balling, 5 rebounds. Where was Sweetness at?
What? Ty Bridge.
Yeah.
Street Clothes. Oh, you're talking about Westbrook.
Dwight Howard.
Oh, wow.
That's who was missing. Because I saw DeAndre Jordan in the starting lineup.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
I mean, he had a good game for him. DeAndre Jordan had 9 points. Let me get right back. I know what I got to do. I got to get my cup right here.
No, DeAndre Jordan didn't play, did he? Oh, yeah, sure is. I can't see. I got to put my glasses on. Ken Gamble, get me in the gym, man. I need Jimmy. Justin Jackson got a job. Everybody getting a job now.
Daniel House ain't.
Oh, he finna get a job?
Well,
somebody gonna sign Daniel House. You got to be out your mind. He just wasn't good enough for Houston. Daniel House is somebody gonna sign him. He probably want too much money though. Dwight is in protocol, Jim. But they ain't got your Dwight name even listed down here, man.
No, so Dwight must be in protocol. The Lakers has multiple players out.
Right.
Dwight Howard has to be one of them. Meanwhile, I always look. The one thing I look at when I look at the Bulls, the first name I'm gonna look at is Lonzo Ball, because anytime he plays against the Lakers, he has all the incentive in the world, and that's why certain players, when you know that they're good enough and they have a reason to get down to get some revenge.
I think he passed
another
that, Jim.
team.
I think he passed that.
Not with the Lakers. Ain't no, not with the Lakers. Not this soon. When you get past it, if he messed around and gets to the NBA finals, something like that, or
I'm gonna tell you who took it out on the Lakers. Because you remember, the DeMar DeRozan, they were supposed to get him instead of Russell Westbrook. So he had 30. Yeah, that's what he mad about. Because he from LA too, Jimmy. He gave him 38. He gave him a 38 piece. He said he gonna give him a 38 piece every single time he see him. DeMar.
What about Alex Caruso?
Yeah.
He started.
Yeah.
He started and had 17 and 9.
And Jimmy, they could have kept him for almost nothing. They could have kept him. That was the dumbest move, Rob. See, y'all, who's out there bragging about Rob Pelinka? We had some people over here talking about Rob Pelinka getting it done. Now you want to fire the coach. Yeah, coach, he dead man walking, coach.
The Lakers are 16 and 15 right now, guys.
Yeah.
They're 16 and 15. And the thing that I guess the ray of light in that is the fact that if the playoffs end today, they would be the 7th seed, which means they would not be in the tournament, the play-in tournament.
Right now, they wouldn't. Let me look at this.
Oh, yes, it is. There's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, they would. That's right. 7 play 10. Yeah. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. However, they're only a game. They're only a game and a half behind the 5th seed.
Right.
I'm sorry, a half game.
Game behind the 5th seed. Yeah.
A half game behind the 5th seed. So, one thing about this season is that there's about 4 teams that has pretty much separated themselves from maybe let's say 5, half dozen that separate themselves that we know that you feel comfortable with. Half dozen of them. And in the East, I feel comfortable with Brooklyn. I feel comfortable with Chicago right now.
Me too.
I just don't know if Chicago got enough to take you all the way through. Chicago Bulls they're the Miami Heat of 2 years ago. Is what the Chicago Bulls are right now. With DeMar DeRozan with him playing the role of Jimmy Butler for this team. And I don't feel comfortable with the Cleveland Cavaliers, even though their record is one game better than the Milwaukee.
Why you don't like them? Because I'm watching. I'm loving them.
Right now we're on the front side of the All-Star game.
No, Jimmy. I'm talking about not their record. I'm watching the way they play. That dude Jared Allen, man, better than I thought. I apologize to him. So if y'all know him, I apologize to him.
You can block shots. When you can block shots, you can stay in this league a long time. The other stuff can come. When you got to master the art of blocking shots, and that's what he do. That's why a guy like what's our kid from Dallas that's with the Indiana Pacers, Miles.
Miles Turner.
Miles added that to his resume.
Yeah, he lead the league.
Yeah, him and the Frenchman, they right there every year.
And Jimmy, I got to bring up something because somebody I was thinking about him too. The reason I was telling you that I like Cleveland, this dude Evan Mobley, I apologize to him too.
Man, remember I said it at the beginning. I was bullish on Mobley.
Because I think you wanted the Rockets to get him. I wanted the Rockets to get Curly Head. But Evan Mobley. I didn't know he had all this. See, you got to understand, man. Some people play different in the pros than they play in college. Them college under them restricted ass systems they under. I didn't know this boy had all of this. And then to pull up at 7 foot, Jimmy. I didn't know he had all that. I'm sorry. I did not know that kid had all that. He is Cleveland, Jimmy. I'm liking Cleveland. Jimmy, you remember this sample size. You saying after the All-Star break, you're going to think they're going to. And Jimmy, guess how they got better?
It's too early. I'm just saying, right now, I can't just go and co-sign that loan for Cleveland
I
right now.
understand. I understand. I understand.
I
I'm
got
gonna
3
jump out on
teams
the
in the
limb.
East.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna
jump
jump
out
out
on
on
the
the limb?
limb. Cause you know
Okay.
why? Cause I doubted them. I doubted them 2 players. That's the reason. And guess what? They got better when Sexton left. Then Darius Garland can just play freely and ain't got to worry with that dude, that bull in the china shop, turning that ball over. So I'm watching them, dude. They scary because they long. You know, Jimmy, what they say? They long, athletic, and they recruitable. In this case, they long and athletic, and they getting in them lanes, man. So guess what? I talk negative about them. Y'all see how I am. When you know better, you do better. I like Cleveland now. I'm gonna go on the limb.
Well, Cleveland, of course, they done won 6 straight,
Mm-hmm.
and and I think Mobley, didn't he go in protocol?
Yeah, he
So I
went
think
to. Yeah,
he's sitting down for
yeah.
a couple of days,
Everybody gonna go.
and
Yeah,
but now in the West, of course, Golden State, Utah, those are free spaces in bingo.
yeah. Who
Even
that? Oh,
Phoenix, Golden State, and Utah. Those are free spaces in bingo. Those are the
yeah.
3 that throw my hat on
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
Oh,
West
that's
right now.
easy. That's easy.
Right now, everybody else, right now, not right now. That means you got those 3 teams are going to be first 3 seeds. No, of course, we're talking about a healthy version of any of those 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And Golden State has a higher ceiling because they have 2 additions in the rotation that hadn't even played yet, and that is Klay Thompson and James Wiseman to be added to their rock to their rock.
James Wiseman better come in and do some block shots. He better, because people been running their mouth talking about what he gonna do. And Jimmy, what if he don't do?
I mean, what are you expecting to do? I think the thing is, I think it's easy for him because his numbers. You're not expecting him to come in and get a double. He's not going to get those types of
No.
minutes.
He ain't never had no damn doubles.
Exactly. So what are we expecting him? What's going to be
Okay.
safe numbers
Okay.
for Wiseman?
You know,
where you can say, well, man, he's doing good. I'm saying Wiseman, if Wiseman can get you 8 and 5 with these Golden State Warriors, that's a success for him right now because he's not getting that many touches. That's 1 field goal a quarter. I'm going to put it like this. That means you're getting 1 field goal per half and 2 free throws per half. That's how you break that down. You get it. You can bundle it however you wish. But
think about it. When those guys even get back, watch what's gonna happen. If they don't watch their habits, they ass gonna be back in protocol. They're gonna be back. Klay gonna be in pro. Dude, this season gonna be crazy. Think about what I said, and I know people didn't realize what I said. The NBA and the Players Association agreed that this ain't never happened before, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't seen nobody comment about it. They can sign every time they have a dude out with COVID. They can sign another guy. There's no cost to the salary cap. This ain't never happened before. This is historic. This pandemic ain't playing, and we still, Jimmy, I let my guards down this weekend. Somebody invited me, Jimmy. I went over somebody's house, Jimmy. I walk in with my mask on, right? Nobody in there had the mask on. He trying to introduce me to somebody. Tell my man, take your mask off. I took my mask off. Jimmy, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Right after that, I messed around a little bit and I got the hell out of there. Man. I just couldn't do it, y'all. But I relaxed. And I was going away home, after I done put every bit of antiseptic, what you call it, Jimmy? Antibacterial on my hands and everywhere. All I was thinking about, I said, wow. Man, we can't relax. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, but don't relax. Man told me to take my damn mask off. I took my mask off. But yeah, I
Man,
should have did. I felt
and
bad.
of course, Kevin Freeman say watching Leon Gilmore. That's a blast to the recent past. He's with the G League Texas Legends. Did you watch any of the G League Ignite
But
in their game against the
what,
G League?
what did you just say a few minutes ago? A commercial break. I watched a commercial break of that because I was waiting to see Scooter Henderson, and he wasn't in the game. When he wasn't in the game, that's all I wanted to see him.
I watched about two timeouts into it, and that was about all I can do. And it actually was a competitive game. It really was. I just didn't. Sometimes, I guess sometimes the announcers can make you stay watching, or they can drive you off of the channel. And when it comes to basketball, because basketball is such a continuous sport, and if and that's why I like to
I'm glad.
remember. Think of it like this.
Uh-huh.
Remember how some people
Mm-hmm.
would, in the past years, would watch NBA games. And remember how if Chris Webber was on the broadcast team, people would be, oh hell no, man, I'm gonna cut the volume down. Or I ain't gonna watch.
Yeah, I
this.
cut the volume down all the time. So
I'm saying, so either would
right.
drive you from wanting to watch it, or you have to make a decision with their game. So the broadcast team just wasn't. They didn't have enough fizz. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't got spoiled from even though Chris Walker's not actually at the game broadcast team. He's in the studio, but man, it's too many of them they're just dry. They're going, and I think their bosses need to the producers and the managers probably need to loosen the rims and let some of these guys be a little bit more freer.
Oh yeah, I got
they're
you.
real dry.
Yeah,
they're real blasé.
They scared to say something, Jimmy.
And it's almost like, and it makes you believe like, damn, you don't even know this guy. You could tell when they're reading stuff, and it's supposed to just roll on off, from doing your homework.
Right.
And that's all, and that's part of part of just knowing and just getting some intel that normal people can't Google when you're watching about some of the players. And that's the thing that, like, that a guy that benefits a guy like Chris Walker, because Chris Walker, when he comes to basketball, and every other game has a Texas player or something on there, and he has the ability to correlate it back. So he knows some of those grassroots coaches. So if he's talking about a team or talking about a player, he can hit it back and say that if he's talking about Junior Lofton, he can throw the Houston Hoops a plug, which was his last grassroots team. Or he can throw Jacoven Brown a plug, which is a dual win for Chris Walker, because Jacoven Brown played for Chris Walker when Chris Walker coached the T-Mac All-Stars. And Chris Walker can go and say, well, Jacoven Brown started the team stage. He's from Port Arthur Memorial High School.
Where Jacoven Brown play at? Oh, you just giving an example.
Port Arthur Memorial.
I'm talking about where he playing now.
He plays overseas.
Oh, okay.
But if Chris Walker, I'm saying to you, like Chris Walker did the LSU and Louisiana Tech, where he was in the studio.
Yeah, the studio. Yeah, he
in
was
the
talking
studio.
about Junior. Yeah.
So that means he had the ability, if the conversation opened itself, he had a chance, he had an opportunity, and he would have known that he could have easily had that pistol to shoot and say, well, Kenneth Lofton, Port Arthur Memorial High School, that's the hometown of Jacoven Brown, former Texas Longhorn, who overseas, and stuff like that. When people hear that shout out, but you're saying it and they're not going out of your way to dig that up.
And he's doing that intentionally, ladies and gentlemen. Because he texts me and let me know. He's doing that, and this is intentional. Calling your kids out because of his relationships with us and y'all in this. I'm telling you, he's doing this intentionally. And guess what? It adds flavor to him. They was on a thread the other night. I was just busy. Y'all was going back and forth. People talking about how they appreciate Chris and Chris knowledge in the studio, because the rest of them dudes dry as hell. Chris Walker gonna say he good talking Walker. That's his nickname. But I am glad we got him on our side. So when your kid ball, he get the call. But yeah, he kept texting me talking about Junior. Man, Junior this. I said, okay, all right. So,
I,
but guess what? We need some more Chris Walkers.
oh, absolutely.
See,
Absolutely.
see, Jimmy, you know this is my plug. Chris Walker played high school basketball. Chris Walker played college basketball, but he didn't go pro. So guess what? But he's a professional in another arena that allows him to talk about it and doing a great job sitting there talking about the game that he loves. So guess what? Ladies, our kids can do more than just try to go to the NBA. Shoot for the NBA. That's a good ass living if you can get it. But if it don't happen for you, then guess what? If you shoot for the stars and then just shoot for the moon, and if you fall among the stars, you still be all right. Yeah.
And that definitely indeed on that one. We got what
Chad
else
Grote,
happened?
you see Chad talking about what's happening at Tarkanian?
Yeah, and of course, shout out to Chad Grote over in Las Vegas at the Tarkanian Classic. He also Coach Fobb is in Las Vegas as well.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
where the Tarkanian Classic is taking place. Shout out to them up on the West Coast. They have one of the Texas teams is in the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken, and that is Dallas Fate Family. They are vying for the championship. I think they're 2 wins away, and from winning that thing. Fate Family, they won both of their games in Utah, where I was a week ago in Salt Lake City, and they are one of the they are the favorite to win the state championship in 4A.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're the favorite.
Okay.
They're the favorite in 4A.
Okay.
Remember, and now at the same time, it's a reason why upsets are called upsets, and that's the thing. We've seen many teams be heavy favorites when they get to state, and somehow they get in that backdrop where there's no wall in the Alamo Dome, and all of a sudden you can't shoot well in there. Some kids get to shriveling up. That atmosphere, because it doesn't pack the ambiance of the state championship in the Alamo Dome. It's nowhere in comparison to the atmosphere it was when it was in Austin at the Irwin Center, and it will be going back to Austin as soon as they complete the new arena on the campus of University of Texas. It will go back, but until then, this atmosphere. Hell, the first 2 years of being in San Antonio, they had a problem because they were using this thing hardly for maybe once a year, and that was the thing for the football bowl game. That's the only thing they would use it for, and maybe an occasional concert. But they had bats flying around in the place.
Mm-hmm. That was bad management. That was bad. That was bad planning. That was bad planning to me.
And I'm laughing.
Jimmy,
I'm laughing
you know what? Jimmy, I hope
now.
when it goes back to Austin, I hope I just only thing I didn't like about Austin, how they gouge on them damn rooms because of that FSX stuff.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
That's a problem. But the only thing that you now have a valuable option for some now, and that is with the what they call the app when you buying the house, the people renting
the Airbnb.
The Airbnb. So that is
Jimmy,
a valuable
Jimmy, they'll run up in you too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Me and Angel was thinking the same way. Angel done popped it up. He said, "I love it, yeah." But Jimmy, they would just, oh my God. One time I was trying to come, because I'm trying to stay down where I wasn't trying to stay in the happening part of the town. And I said, what? But Jimmy, let me tell you something. I don't know. And somebody explained to me what this commerce thing, right? Why are they able to gouge you like that? Jimmy, when I went to the Formula One in Austin, the same place where they in Austin, Jimmy, the room that used to cost $150 cost $600-700 a night.
Mm-hmm.
$600-700, and people were standing in line to pay it. It was sold out. The Fairfield Inn was getting $400-600 a night, Jimmy. It's crazy, man. They Austin. I don't know what the hell y'all doing up there. Maybe a Hot Wheels got something to do with it. Maybe we need to. What y'all call them? Hot Wheels? Man, I keep forgetting that man's name. What's the governor's name? I keep forgetting his damn name. But I do. Abbott. Okay, Abbott. But
I mean, that's the problem. Well, you asked about who. I know the city. I thought that since the UIL had been the main tenant in Austin for decades, right? And I would have thought that the city of Austin, the mayor of the city, would have had more stroke to protect the UIL when those prices were rising. We saw it didn't happen overnight. Mm-hmm. I saw it happening, and I alerted the UIL. I told them, yo, do y'all realize? No, because sometimes if your rooms are already at a fixed rate, you might don't realize that what common folk are paying out there in the market value if you're not in the streets. So I would let them know, yo, these rooms are going up. Do y'all know that they are moving this thing? See, the South by Southwest is a music entertainment. What do you call it? It's not a concert. It's a
convention. It's like
more
like
so a
all
convention.
The people in the music industry come together, and do stuff, have workshops. Yeah.
And so it used to like start at the end of the state tournament. Mm-hmm. Then they moved it back a whole week, which made it eclipse the state tournament. And when it did that, it was going to crush it. And as Angel said, during that last year, they meaning the teams, some of those teams had to get hotel rooms or were assigned hotel rooms that were going towards San Marcos, outside of the city limits, and that was a kiss of death. And, so anyway, I hope, and I get to talk with them soon. And
bring it to Houston, boy. Ooh, wee.
No, they're not going to do that. And here's the thing. They should.
Why?
They could. Here's the thing. Because, here's the thing. I don't know what it is. Because the director of the UIL is from Greater Houston. Charles Breithaupt is from down in Southeast Texas. And it seems like when it comes to UIL, don't get it twisted, they're not a non-profit organization. At least I don't think they are. So it seems like every time, from what I understand the stories I hear, every time that their efforts to host stuff in Houston, they're not in the blue. They're often in the red. When they do stuff in Dallas, they can see their profit margins swell. So just like the football events at Jerry's World, they had over 100,000 paid spectators on Saturday alone, just for 3 games. In case you guys didn't know, the 5A, the 5A championship and the 2-6A championships, over 100,000 fans for those 3 games alone, and paid. Jerry's World get to keep that parking money and the rental, which I don't know what the parking was. I didn't make it up there because I had a plane scheduled to fly up there on Saturday, and that was the best decision I made all weekend. I stayed my butt, don't get in that. The temperature went from 70 to 40 in that.
And Jimmy, before you get out of here, you got to tell them. I guess somebody wanted to know about the Anthony Black situation.
Oh, well, in regards to Anthony Black, on Thursday, right after we got off the air, on the Chop Shop. Anthony Black, coach, got the decision that the judge had indeed ruled in his favor. And Anthony Black is eligible to play the remainder of the season or the rest of his high school senior season at Duncanville. This is a landmark decision because you beat the UIL in real time and basically didn't miss but maybe 2 games in doing so. So Duncanville gets the win, which you know what that means. It means that what it likely means, if anybody gets defeated in such fashion, because now those 2 lawyers who worked on that case pro bono, I might add, they're going to be the hottest commodities in the state, because there's somebody that's always going to get ruled. That, understand, a lot of people, they're not going to do the next case pro bono. That's why you pro bono it, to advertise and take an investment in yourself to prove and to show and prove to others what you're capable of doing. And they did it. So that means, but there's going to be somebody that's going to have a son or a relative, somebody that has that's sitting on a bunch of bread, that's going to hire these guys, one or the other, to represent them again. And not to say they're going to have the same results, but you buy the rumor, sell the fact. But Anthony Black is good. It's a great day for him, man. It's well received, because I was rooting for the story. And that is the story. Nobody in basketball that I know had done this. And especially, you had what it is, you had the 5% rule or whatever. The one, he's black on his birth certificate. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
On his birth, he's black. So on the census, that's what they're going to understand. And his mother is white, his dad is black. On the birth certificate, he's black.
Of course.
And so for a black young man to go in the record books, in the record books, I mean, this story would be told and be the bench with the case in point for many situations probably to come in various sports. But man, he done it. So now, like I say, the UIL, remember how this thing goes. Now, Duncanville is undefeated. So normally when you're undefeated, you make it to state. The team normally with the least losses would be paired against the team with the most losses, unless they're not from the same city. But then they broke that degree of trust back in around 2015, Ada, when Atascocita made it to the state tournament, and they were forced to play Sam Houston first round. You see what I'm saying? So UIL has done it different ways. To that is really no particular way which they do it. But they've said that they prefer to split teams from the same city. We'll see how this goes, because once again, the referees that they assign, they don't assign the UIL don't assign the exact refs. They assign the chapter. So a certain chapter might get the game. And just like in the football game this past weekend from North Shore and Duncanville, the referees was the Houston chapter. And the lead umpire on that football game, the one that gets the remote, hit the button, was the assistant basketball coach for Jack Yates, Ronnie Morgan. He was on that staff. And this wasn't Ronnie Morgan's first state football game. He's done it before. So Ronnie Morgan, if you guys are going to look that up, this ain't his first rodeo. Ronnie is really well respected in the football officiating community. And he also runs the print shop on the campus of Jack Yates High School. He's the print instructor. They do all the T-shirts. You see all those whenever Yates winning. So they got different shirts every game. He prints and designs all that stuff, and he sits on the bench
Oh, they only
with the
print.
coaching staff.
They only print them when they win.
Yeah, I ain't saw none. I ain't saw none lately. I ain't saw none. You saw some out?
I ain't seen it. Rod Wells gonna have on one every day, so I know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and Ronnie. I mean, for real. Matter of fact, we need to get. You know what? I gonna get Ronnie. We got to get Ronnie to get us some. We got to get. We coming up with our 2022 Chop Shop campaign. We gotta get some. We gotta get some Chop Shop action out there. I gotta get with him. But damn, ain't no school. Damn, school is out all the way to January or whatnot. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much. We had so much stuff we could have talked to you about, but we'll save some.
Yeah, we'll say
for
something.
tomorrow.
Coach Jimmy,
And,
are we gonna take it all the way out to Thursday? Because Thursday's Christmas Eve now. Are we gonna just stop it at Wednesday?
I thought Christmas was on Saturday.
I thought it was Friday.
Is it?
Y'all tell me.
Thursday 23rd.
Oh, Thursday 23rd? Oh, okay. So
me
Friday
know,
is
man.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, let me know now. We can go a short day. You wanna?
Hold on, let
We
me see.
decided. We'll let the people decide on tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll let them decide tomorrow. Because
We'll let the people decide.
if y'all busy,
Because
then
Thursday's
we
a
ain't
shopping
coming.
day.
We
It
ain't
could be a shopping day now.
We ain't coming on there for nothing now.
I ain't trying to go in them. I ain't been in no store.
I ain't going no stores. No sir. No sir. No sir. So yeah, we'll be here Thursday. We'll be here Thursday. We'll do a little something. We'll do something.
Shout out to Jeffrey Day. Jeffrey Day up there in
Jeffrey
Chicago,
Day,
out
man.
up there making
Hey,
snowballs.
Jimmy, right after the show, we got to do a thing with Jeffrey Day. We got to do a little thing, Jeffrey Day. We got to do a little shop commercial. Jeffrey Day gonna air it when he gonna do something. So we got to do a chop shop commercial right after this. And that's what we got. Unless I can find Sandra. I'm glad you went on earlier, Sandra. Yeah, she on there now. Now talk all that stuff you was talking earlier.
You better hurry up and go well. Hey, Sandra, I know you better hurry up and go. Oh, somebody to the mall, to the store. Oh, somebody to the store. We talking about the store.
Hey, Jimmy. All you got, Jimmy. This is the store right now, baby.
Hey, Freight probably texted her and told her get on the show.
Yeah, Freight always, man. Hey, you know what? Hey, Freight, quit trying to text people wives all the time, man. Quit texting people wives all the time.
I know what I'm gonna do to Freight ass. When the next time I catch him in them streets, I'm gonna call his car in stolen. That's what I'm gonna do to him.
Hello. Yeah.
Let them folk out there, let them constables down there on 1960s, put them over to the side.
Hey, you see Rod Wells say he got it. See, I knew Rod Wells wasn't gonna get it. He said he got his t-shirts. He good.
Yeah, we forgot. Yeah, school ain't in. But we got to take it on in.
Yeah, man. Course. Yeah, we got some more stuff. I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. Cause I got some little mailbag stuff that I want to share with y'all. But we'll talk about it tomorrow. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, man, it's that time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on the Chop Shop for this Monday. And of course, they have we forgot to tell you guys I think one of the viewers was giving us updates in one of the games have concluded. They have several games that are taking place right now. High school around the greater Houston area. Westfield has beaten Nimitz 68-55. And that's the final score of that game. Westfield, it was a continuation of a game that took place on, I want to say either Friday or Saturday. Oh. And when the rain came and the ceiling leaked. Yeah, so this game was a continuation. Westfield back to their winning ways. They've only lost one game, I think, all season. That was to the mighty Atascocita Eagles, which is not a bad loss at all. And of course, another game is in progress. Kingwood is at Cy Falls right now. That game should be in the second half. Foster is at Hightower right now. That game should be right after halftime. Foster at Hightower. And Westbrook and Dobie, that game tipped off about 30 minutes ago. Westbrook at Dobie. And of course, you can go to rcssports.com and check out a list of top games to see around the area. And they're posted right on the front of the website. And also, you can check out the VIP news, which is updated with a lot of tasty info. We got a top ranked player has been suspended from his team. We got another player that's either got kicked off or quit the team, and we got another player that have a big showdown tomorrow, and another player may not even play in the game tomorrow. And
What
guess who
the
that
hell
player
is
is?
going on?
All of that is inside the VIP news. You go to rcssports.com, and I mean and in addition to the recap from the Booker T. Washington and Yates showdown, which we mentioned earlier in the show, which Booker T. Washington won 111-75.
Didn't nobody want to hear that score, Jim.
I know one thing, Chris McDermott. We've said that name before. He's back to he done did it again. He's a 6'8" 10th grader. Listen, Chad Grote, if you're watching right now from Oakland, Vegas, he had 34 punts, 27 rebounds, 10 assists, 4 blocks.
Shut your mouth.
34, 27, 10, and 4. Then those stats were provided by the head coach. I'm going to trust every head coach. And he says he got the stats from the Huddle. You know, they do the stat app or whatnot, software that is. And also Kenneth Lewis, he's a junior, 30 punts, 9 rebounds. And another young man out, Andre Walker.
I like Andre Walker.
Andre Walker had his best game of the season.
I like him.
His best game of the season. 21 punts, 7 assists. Just saw you over there. And now let's get on. Let's go on. We'll talk more about that stuff.
Yeah, Jimmy, because you know I'm reading. Jimmy, I'm sorry. I'm reading the VIP news right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get off the show.
Yeah, we going to get up out of it. I'm back now. Walter Yates say punch. But anyway, guys, we'll see you guys. Make sure you check out the RCS Sports. Share the show to the Chop Shop on your way out the door. Share the show on your way out the door. Thanks for everybody for tuning to the Chop Shop today. And don't be selfish. Share this show. We are the Chop Shop, man. I'm telling you. Y'all, let me share it one more time myself out right now. I'm gonna
hold on. Let me share it too. Watch this.
We'll be gone by the time most of them come.
No,
we'll be gone
though. Right.
Walter Yates, Chris McDermott will not be in the prep school next year. I can guarantee you that.
Guarantee.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
Hey man, this is crazy.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere, Walt. His dad works there. He go to work with his dad.
And guess what? And we're gonna make sure the dad keep working there. Cause that Jimmy, the man, you didn't tell me about the 10 assists. I didn't even see the 10 assists.
10 assists. And he gets that ball and he gets the rebound, he throws it down like Kevin Love used to do. So he's gonna get 5 assists just by leak outs.
Yeah, right.
And that's the thing. I mean, and guess what? If you're 6'8" and you're throwing it, the average kid you play against is not gonna be able to block that shot. I mean, block that outlet.
Yeah.
Now tomorrow,
who we playing?
Tomorrow.
What happened tomorrow?
Boy.
What happened tomorrow?
Man, I wish we had a way to check the internet of this one place. We can do this game. We can do the Chop Shop on location, boy.
Where? Check the
Elkins High School.
Okay. Who
they gonna play Booker T. Washington tomorrow.
No, sir.
How do you go there? I can boot up from the studio, from the office, and you can go there and do the show and be over there right there and find and go check that and do it right from there. That way now, if it ain't popping, it don't stop the show.
I might do that.
You got to see him. You got to see
the game start. 1.
It's on the front of the VIP news. Let me look at the VIP news.
Hold on.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
1. All right.
1 o'clock.
All right. We might. I'm gonna see what I'm working with.
1 o'clock. Man, they got a bunch of good games tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Let's go to the front of the website. Guys, we up out of here. Hey, Shout out to Odyssey. Odyssey, man, I know Odyssey probably got in 2-3 squabbles.
Don't Jimmy Beaumont United at Crosby. No, sir, tomorrow night.
That's 7 o'clock.
Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here, man. And let's.
But I encourage you to read the VIP news before you go to that game. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm finna go read it right now.
I encourage you to read the VIP.
I'll see y'all later.
Right now. See you guys on tomorrow. Peace. We up out of here. Chop chop.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in